Hi, welcome to Go Within Yoga. I am Judy. Today I have a Yin Yoga practice about releasing grief and sadness. And it's truly in November, we are making space so that we can find courage and release the grief and sadness you may be feeling because of losing someone. You may be feeling just because it's the metal element season, and those are the emotions that are associated with metal element when it is imbalanced. And when it's balanced, then you can feel courage. A lot of metal element people go into things like the military. Just a little side note there. You do not need props today, and I am going to demo this practice without any props at all, but I would really suggest having a bolster, and I will try and talk you through that. We are going to be strengthening our arms and our hips. So go ahead and join me in an easy seated position, and maybe rocking back and forth, side to side, finding your center, getting centered, being grounded, feeling supported. Take your attention to your breath. Feel everything that came before this moment just drift away. Tuck the chin a little bit, keep the spine long. Maybe take your hands to your heart. The heart and the lungs are connected. In fact, a fun little fact, the left lung is actually smaller to make space for your heart. And the affirmation I invite you to use during this practice is, I have courage to let go. And we are holding poses for a longer amount of time, up to 5 minutes. Feel free to come in and out if you need to. Couple last breaths here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, letting go. Breathe in peace. Let go chaos. Breathe in calm. Let go sadness. Breathe in fresh energy. And let go negative energy. Go ahead and open your eyes if they were closed. Come to lie down on your stomach, facing the short edge of your mat. And bear with me here, I have a tendency to always struggle with this pose, which is called broken wings. In which case you take one arm out straight from your shoulder, and it doesn't matter which arm, we're going to be doing both sides. And take the other palm about shoulder height, elbow is bent. And then because we're going to be holding this for a longer amount of time, I'm going to suggest just bending your knees and rolling over onto your hips. So sorry I'm facing away from the camera this time. I wanted you to see the outstretched arm. And if you feel the need to take this a little further, you can take a bind. And instead of having the other arm with a bent elbow, you can just bend the elbow and take it behind your back. If you have a lot of space between your knees, you might consider taking a little rolled up blanket or even a pillow between them. Allow them to relax. A block can work as well. And you can also consider pressing into your index finger. That is the finger that the large intestine starts at. And so that can help to balance the large intestine meridian, which is associated with the metal element. Now I'm just going to readjust right now. I'm going to take my knees, I'm going to bend them a little bit more. And that is much more comfortable, and I should be able to stay in this position for the rest of our hold. Let go physically, relax your muscles, go of any tension. And let go emotionally, letting go of grief and sadness, and at least just a little bit. Let go mentally, let go of that need to hold on to the stories that you are telling yourself that are no longer serving you. You are doing a wonderful job. Last couple of breaths here. And slowly unwind the free arm. And straighten your legs. Gently come back onto your stomach. And go ahead and take your elbows out to either side. Stack your hands. Put your chin on. Bend your knees. And let your legs sway from side to side. This is what we call a counterpose. Let me just do it briefly. And take the opposite arm straight out from your shoulder. Bend the other arm, the elbow of the other arm. Bend your knees. Roll over onto your hip. Find a position that you can really just relax into. And if you'd like, take the bind, take that top arm, bend the elbow, and bring it behind your low back. Feel the sides of your rib coming away from each other as you inhale. Breathing in fresh energy, and exhale to come back together. Inhale, back of your body expands. Exhale, back of your body comes back together. I have the courage to let go. Perhaps pressing into that index finger. Notice how that feels. Where in your body do you feel sensations? You're doing really, really well. Remember, if you really need to, come out of the pose. Take a break, come back in. Last couple of breaths here. And then slowly take the arm that is either a bent elbow or behind your back. Bring it back to your mat, roll over onto your stomach. Go ahead and take the elbows out to either side again. Bend the knees and just let them move from side to side. Moving any stagnant energy, allowing it to flow freely again. Counterpose. And then roll over onto one hip. Take your time, there's no rush. Coming upright. If you have a bolster with you, now is the time to grab it, put it about the middle of your mat, and put it vertically down your mat. In which case, you would take your hips. So imagine I have a bolster right here, and bring it right up to my hips, and then I would just gently come down to my elbows and drape along that bolster. Bringing my head down. Go ahead and bend your knees out. Bring the soles of the feet together. Allow your knees to come out to either side. If you have a lot of space here, go ahead and put something underneath so that your muscles can relax, and then take your arms out into a T or maybe a little bit of a V, taking out from your body, maybe pressing into your thumb if that's available. Don't worry about it if it's not. We've created space in the back of our body, opening up those lungs in the back of the body, and now we're going to do the same in the front of the body. And if you'd like, it's completely optional. You visualize a white light pouring into your heart, pouring into your lungs, bringing in healing, fresh energy into your entire body. And if you're wondering, is it better to use a bolster? It's better to not use a bolster. There really is no right or wrong answer. Do what feels best in your body. Play around, experiment. And always remember that the goal of Yin Yoga is not to contract muscles, it's to relax muscles. And I hope that you're feeling very supported, very safe. Maybe there aren't other areas of your life where you do feel supported. And I hope that you feel that way in this practice. I have the courage to let go. Last couple of breaths here. And go ahead and slowly reach down to your upper legs. Bring your knees together. Bring the soles flat on your mat. Bring one leg in towards your chest and then the other leg in. Wrap your arms around your knees if that's available, or hold on to your upper thighs. You can rock a little side to side. Inhale, exhale, allow the knees to go out from your body. Inhale, let them come in. Exhale, let them go away. Inhale in. Exhale away. Another little counterpose. And from here, take one leg, stretch it down to the bottom of your mat, let the foot fall open, then the other leg. Arms come out from your side. Close your eyes if that feels safe and comfortable for you to do. And before you go into your Savasana, feel free to take it in any form that you would like. You don't have to be on your back. I'd like to read this quote from The Golden Chamber of Chi by Natalie Dubrow. I hope that's how it's pronounced. By cultivating love and joy, we can liberate the lungs from grief and sadness and improve courage. So I hope that's something you're going to find in this practice, and it may take a bunch of practices. And for courage, you can also substitute Santosha, which is the Sanskrit word for contentment. Relax in your Shavasana, and I will hold space for you in silence. Feel free to stay in your Savasana as long as it feels right to you. But if you are moving into the rest of your day, allow your breath to deepen. Feel all the points of your body that are being held so securely, so supported. Back of your head, back of your shoulders, your thighs, your calves. And begin to take any small movements that you need to bring you back into the present moment. Making your way back into a seated position in your own way and in your own time. Inhale, and bring the palms of the hands together in front of your heart. Thumbs pressed into the heart center. Head bows slightly over the hands. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you always have courage and contentment. And may you be free from pain and suffering. Slowly blink your eyes open, taking in your mat, allowing the hands to fall into your lap or onto your legs, and raising your head, taking in the rest of the room. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really hope that you found some measure of courage, the courage to go on maybe, and contentment, the courage to let go of that grief. Maybe not all of it, and maybe it's even just the beginning of letting go. It's okay. It's all okay. It's a process. It comes in waves. There is no time schedule and no deadline for grief. If you like this practice, please go ahead and click the like button to help me bring free yin yoga to more people. If you'd like to practice with me again and also help me bring more free yin yoga to more people, go ahead and click subscribe and click the bell. And right about now, you should see a few practices that you may want to investigate or add onto this practice. One is what I call mini masterclasses on the metal element. It will explain somewhat about the metal element. You could spend years learning about the 5 elements. And actually, if you're curious about that, you can also look up Meet My Meridians. You'll find all the 5 elements, the mini masterclasses on all 5 of the 5 elements. Also, a let go affirmations, very short little add-on, and also something about contentment. I'm not quite sure what it was, but something to do with Santosha. I think it's another practice that could be really useful. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or evening.